Starting live video, 4 people there. Yay, I think we're all right. Okay. Yay! Okay, bye-bye. Hello. Sorry guys, we've had an update on the app. So it was all a little bit different this morning. So those of you that are there waiting in the wings, that was Alice this morning, just saying, checking out that everything's all right and saying hello, so that's good. You hang on there, let's get our mats at the ready and we'll get busy. So we've got a few minutes, I think, before our class officially starts. Who's joining us today on the mat? Wouldn't I love to know? Let's get music back on. Bit wet this morning, isn't it, hey? Cycle down. In that rain. Oh God, we're here this morning, aren't we? Socks off. Ooh. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Have things around you that will support your practice. If you want to get a couple of blocks, a towel can be good because it can help you with some extra stretch at points if you want. Towel or strap, those of you that have got straps for your practice. It is a bit chillier today, so if you know you like to wrap up at the end of your class, have a cardigan or a blanket or something to keep you warm. As you cool off at the end, I'm going to get rid of that one now. So, if I'm looking at the time, I think we're nearly ready, set, go. So if we haven't met before, my name's Hannah. Lovely to see you on a Monday morning. If you're new to yoga, make sure that you take on any adaptations that might feel better for your body this morning. So I try and offer as many different options as I can throughout our practice. I don't think my mat's fully installed there, so I'm going to move back. Always work with your level of fitness. There we go. Checking in with your energy levels. So if you are feeling a little bit more tired, perhaps, or if you're more energised, try and make the practice suit your energy levels. Take the options that you need to. Make sure you've consulted a doctor before you do this practice. If you've got any health issues or injuries at all, make sure you get a second opinion before you partake in classes. And as we're online, you do this activity at your own risk. Because I can't see you, I'd love to see you. Wave back at me. There we go. So if you want to settle in, you can do this in a couple of ways. If you like to start your practice in a seated position, maybe come to easy cross legs. Other people like to kneel. Or if you want to take lying down, then you can lie down on your mat. The most important thing is though, for you to start relaxing your body, relaxing your mind. And we do this with the breath. So we take some deeper inhales, maybe through the nose, and exhale through the mouth to begin with. So it's that letting go breath, inhaling, exhaling. And while you're doing this, just take that time to check in with the body first. Notice different parts that maybe carry tension, so it's things like your lower back. I'm just giving my lower back a little bit of a rub out with my hands, your shoulders, the neck. So just letting that head hang a little bit heavier and looser. Try and soften through the face, and I often use the first 2 fingers just to give the jaw, sometimes creep it down the back of my neck. Just to release, because we are often unaware of how much tension we carry through the face, in the neck, in the shoulders. So take this time to release and relax. The softness in the jaw now. Maybe close your eyes down or focus your attention on one spot. Gently leaving the lips together, start to take the breath in and out through the nose if you can. So our Vinyasa practice is all about linking the breath and the movements of the body together. So that's why it's really important to begin our practice by becoming conscious of the breath. As you breathe in, maybe count how long it takes for that full inhale to happen. And as you exhale, try and make it last for the same length of time. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. As you take the inhale, we allow the belly to expand. We breathe deep into the bottom of the tummy. So we let the belly relax, we let it loose. And as you exhale, you draw in with the tummy button. So you draw the tummy back towards the spine. Fully exhaling and cleansing. Once we've started to focus on the breath, try and use the next few rounds of breath to let any distractions go. The mental chatter, the build-up of emotions, with every exhale, try and let them disappear. And I'll leave it up to you to choose a body part to begin moving. It might just be one hand to begin with, wiggling through the fingers, then rotating the wrists. Notice how that particular body part feels. When you're ready, move on to perhaps the other side or a different area. See the difference. We often move the hands together. If you move in one at a time, just notice the difference there. I'm going to move into my shoulders. So as I breathe in, taking a shoulder lift. As I breathe out, releasing them down and away. Lovely. Inhaling and exhaling. So as much as possible, try and link the breath and the movements of the body together. Letting my chin drop towards my chest now, using the weight of the head to stretch down the back of the neck. If you're lying down, gently turn the head from side to side. back to the rhythmical breath. If you want to move into half head rolls, those of you in seated, exhale as the chin drops and inhale as the chin lifts in the opposite direction. So it's being mindful, moving with care as we start to awaken the body to the practice. Let your legs out in front of you if you've been seated. You might want to bend the knees in if you're lying down so that you can let the knees drop from side to side. Releasing the lower back. Lovely. So we'll all make our way onto the back. Pick the feet up off the floor, join the knees, toes, ankles together, and let the arms come out to the side of the body in a T position, taking an inhale. As you exhale, gently let those legs fall to one side of the body. Mine have gone over to the right, turning my head gently over to the left. So we get a gentle awakening for the spine. A little bit of a twist there, keeping the spine healthy. Making sure the back of both shoulders are connected to the mat. Inhale when you're ready to switch over. So drawing the legs back through centre and exhaling as they move in the opposite direction. So I'm a little bit tighter on this side. You can feel that stretch a bit deeper. And it's noticing those imbalances in the body that yoga is really, really good for. The practice will help us to rebalance. When we're ready, draw the knees back to centre. Exhale, have a little hug in of those legs, so bringing them in a bit tighter. And rotate through the ankles. Keep breathing. Let the toes wiggle. Exhale when you're ready to replace the shoulders and head back on the floor. Taking the knees in, out and round in our breaststroke type movement. Helping to warm up the hips. And off this way. Change direction when you're ready. And welcome those knees back in for a hug. Place the hands to the side of the body with the palms facing down, taking a breath in. As you breathe out, let's extend the legs towards the sky, and at the top of that extension, flex the feet, drawing down through the tummy button. Inhale, point the toes and bend the knees back in. Exhale as we extend and flex. Knees don't have to get straight here, just go for wherever's comfortable for you. So we're looking for engagement of the tummy and the core, supporting the whole of the body. Inhaling. That deep exhale draws the tummy towards the spine. Some of you might now feel ready to hold this leg extension. So we're letting the back of the legs warm up, the hamstrings ease. Inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, we're going to welcome this right knee in for a hug. And we're going to extend the left leg away from us, popping that little pronged foot on the left foot if we can. So it's like a flex back of the toes. Those of you that wish to, keep the foot lifted from the floor, the left foot from the floor. Some of you might want to rest it down onto the mat. When you're ready, take a breath in, breathe out, bringing the nose towards that right knee, and contraction of the tummy muscles. You can hold, or you can release, and lift with every breath out. So if you need those little releases in between, take the time to do so. Some of you will advance it by taking a breath in, and as you breathe out, just nudging that nose closer towards the knee. In and exhale. rest it out. Take a full body stretch lying on the mat. Or you can do your yoga bicycles. So taking a breath in, hold the position, and as you breathe out, change to the opposite side. Breath in, breath out and change. Inhale, exhale. So you can speed these up, you can slow them right down, or you can rest out whenever you need to. We'll do a couple more rounds. Every exhale, the change is happening. Lovely. And when you're ready, gently allow the head, neck, shoulders to return to the mat. Hug both knees back into the chest. Have a little rock from side to side if you need it. And those of you that like to move into rock and roll, start to support round the back of the thighs. Using the momentum of the legs, we're going to roll from the bottom of the spine to the top. And we're going to keep in that rounded C shape to protect the spine. So if you don't like rock and roll onto one side of the body and start to make your way to seated. And then we're all going to come into tabletop. So hands to the front of the mat. Aligning the wrists and the shoulders, aligning the knees and the hips, finding a neutral spine, and then that movement through gorgeous cat-cow. Breath in, eyes to the sky, chin lifts, hips dip. Exhale and round. So one of your daily maintenance movements for your spine, this one. Inhaling and exhaling. Try and find a point at every day that you can pop this one in. And then those of you that like to, you can either add some free movement into this. So you've got your tailbone circles, you've got your hip sways, or you can move it through advancing, pressing back in that cat-cow and rounded hovered pose as an option. So just giving you some time to play around with the movements. It's about taking ownership of your practice and your body. Final round of breath. Choose what's right for you. So from here, some of you might start to want to make your way to downward dog. Pedaling those feet a bit further away now. Letting the hands press into the mat. Maybe raising high onto the toes. Exhaling, easing the heels towards the mat, letting the head hang loose. And taking a couple of breaths there in downward dog. If you don't quite feel ready to hold downward dog, your option is always child's pose. So taking a more restful version. I say this in class quite a lot. If you're building up your practice, if you're fairly into it, or if you've had a break, those wrists and shoulders might feel quite worked from doing lots of downward dogs and planks and things. So take those rests, build it up. Gorgeous work. Taking that final round of breath here. Let's flow into some Vinyasa. So first option, bring yourself back to tabletop. Next option, work with a more modified plank. So just gently bringing the knees down from plank. Or full plank position if you feel ready. Hold and breathe for a couple of rounds of breath here. And try and activate the whole body. So we're drawing deep through the core, lifting the belly away from the floor. We're pressing and resisting through the hands and arms into the mat. Gentle lift of the eyes and the chin to look beyond the yoga mat. And activate the thighs if you're in this full position. When we're ready, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, drop the knees if they're not there already. And start to bend through the elbows. Hugging them tight to the side of the body. Keep that bottom lifted. before gently sliding our way onto the mat. Release into Sphinx pose. So now we're rocking the hips into the floor. We're on the forearms, so we're lifting and opening through the chest. Little lift of the chin, the eyes. And then just checking with the shoulders, trying to move them away from the ears. Keeping that sensation of relaxation through the body. Press the hands closer towards us, bringing the shoulders away from the ears and the elbows back. And moving to baby cobra. Little lift of the chest. Breath out as you release. Breath in. Lift it. Breath out and release. Pressing into upward dog if you wish to, so it's an extension of the arms. The shoulders need to create space between them and the ears. Keep the bottom relaxed. Keep a smile going on, you're doing really well. Exhale, a deep rounding of the spine. So work through that child's pose, stretch out. And then those of you that wish to, always the option to tuck toes, lift hips high, welcome the heels towards the mat, and hang loose in that gorgeous downward dog. Let's bring that breathing back into rhythm. Is the jaw still relaxed? Is the face relaxed? Little rise up onto my toes. Heels towards the mat as I breathe out. So when we're ready, we're going to step forward with the right leg. If you're unsure about stepping from downward dog, remember to bring the knees back to the mat. Release the leg. Create your alignment and then place the hands down. If you know how to step through from downward dog, please use that option if that suits you better. But just those reminders, those back to basic reminders can be really, really good for us. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Shift this right hip back just a touch. And press out through the back heel. Your modification here, if your legs are tired, if your energy's lower, is for the back knee to find the mat. You choose your option. Stepping back with the right foot when you're ready, you can step into your option for plank. Inhale as you do so. Exhale, you can lower the body in one straight line through chaturanga if you wish. Inhale, open to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Holding for one round of breath before we step through on the left leg. So without putting the knees down this side, for me, inhale, lift the eyes, look forward. Exhale, step that left foot forward. And if it didn't quite make it, give it the hand it needs just to get into that correct alignment. So low lunge on the opposite side of the body. Eyes are lifted, shoulders away, left hip eases back. Inhaling and exhaling. Little press out through the right heel for me. Gorgeous work. When we're ready, we push off the back foot, take a breath in. As you breathe out, step that foot forward to the front edge of the mat and set your feet a nice, comfortable distance. Soften these knees if you need to. You've got a block and you like to reach for a block, have that handy. Or just let the upper body work towards the mat, hanging nice and loose in forward fold. In breath. You can hop flat back in whenever you want to with that inhale. So we're lifting the upper body, drawing in through the core, feeling that nice opening of the hamstrings. And whenever you want to, exhale uncurl the spine first. So we're drawing the upper body all the way to standing, taking a breath in and breathing out as the shoulders release into mountain pose. Gorgeous. When you're ready for your breath in, take the arms high and reach towards the sky. Breath out, fold your body in half as you dive forward and down. Inhale, let's move into flat back again. Hands to the shins, the ankles, or perhaps the thighs. Exhale and forward fold. This time reverse that swallow dive movement. Hands reach to the side of the body. Take a breath in as we lift. Arms high. Exhale. Hands into prayer. Next option. Inhaling. Exhaling and dive. Inhale, flat back. Look forward. Exhale and fold. Chair pose is our option for standing, so some of you will bring your feet together for this one. Deeply bend the knees, sweep fingertips past the toes and reach. Exhale, sit down and deeper into that chair position. So we're wiggling through the toes, the weight is going behind us into the heels, the shoulders move away from the ears, there's a pattern there, isn't there? Getting that length in the neck and drawing through the lower belly. Looking good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms and eyes lift. Exhale and we fold. Flat back as we breathe in. Exhaling. Inhale, we're going to step that right foot back, and as we exhale, land it on the mat. Lovely. So you're back in that lunge position with the left foot forward. Option to add your twist here if you want to. So if you've got a block and you like a bit of height, put the block in. Otherwise, keep that right hand connected to the floor and move the left hand to the back of the left hip. Shoulder rotates if you want the next step, and arm reaches. Taking lunge with a twist. Wrapping that top arm round the back of the waist if you wish to, and eyes towards the sky. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, let's reach. Exhale, place the hand down. Step the left foot back as you breathe in. You're in plank. Rest it out or lower through chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale. Lift and open to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Well done, team. So if downward dog feels a bit intense, remember that option. Child's pose if that's more suited to you. Find the breath. Press a bit deeper through the hands. Inhale as you lift the eyes and look forward. We're going to step the right foot to the front of the mat. Low lunge position. Lovely. Find that lunge first. Remember that the back knee can go down. And then add the option to twist if you want to. Right hand moves to the back of the right hip. Shoulder rotates. Arm can reach and eyes to the sky. Last option. Wrap this top arm round the back of the waist. Lovely. And a smile. Yay. It's Monday. Love it. Love my Monday mornings at the waterside. Inhale. It brings me a sense of normality, this, coming out to see you guys. Exhaling. Same option for Vinyasa or rest it out. Step back, you're in plank. In breath. Exhale. Lower. Inhale. Lift and open. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. And breathe. Maybe just lifting that bottom a little bit higher towards the sky. Keeping that lift in the bottom, but then encouraging the heels towards the floor. Yay! So we're moving into three-legged downward dog. As you take a breath in, lift that right foot from the floor. As you breathe out, let the right knee bend. Let the right hip spin towards the sky and rotate that top ankle. Looking underneath your armpit if you're in this downward dog option, or if you're in tabletop, have a little look over the right shoulder. Still get all the benefits of opening the right side of the body in either option. Lovely work. When we're ready, we're going to take a little lift as we breathe in, breathe out as we replace that toe down. Rest or work through a vinyasa with me. Inhaling, exhale, inhaling, exhale, and we'll move straight into the left side. So set up from downward dog or tabletop. Inhale, lift the left side. Exhale, bend at the knee. Rotating the ankle. And there might be an imbalance in the upper body here. So we try and push back through the left side to create balance back in the upper body. Inhale. Exhale. Same option as before, taking some rest in child's pose or toe to the mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. You've got 3 rounds of breath for rest, which will either mean downward dog for some of you or child's pose for others. Lovely work. Shoulders are shrugging away from the ears. Fingers are evenly spread into the mat. Just try pressing a little bit further into the heels of your hands and your fingertips. In breath. Out breath. So this time we're going to lead from three-legged dog on the right side. Take an inhale and lift that leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, step this right foot wide of the right hand. So you come into a wide, low lunge. Most of us, our foot comes off the mat at this point. Hold and breathe in this wider version. And some of you will add some further options here. So keep the left hand down as we practiced before, and you can move the forearm to that front thigh. Some of you will want the twist and the opening. So exactly as we did before, raise the right arm and look towards the sky. Maybe wrap it as another option there, opening into your shoulder. Inhaling. Exhaling. In breath, arms to the sky. Exhale, replace that hand down. If you want to, sweep this foot back to three-legged dog. If not, move back into child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Here's your options again. Vinyasa or rest. In breath. Plank. Exhale. Lower. Inhale. Upward dog. Downward dog or child's pose. Take a moment's rest before we do that on the left side. Get yourself nice and comfortable. When you're ready for it, with your breath, inhale to lift the left leg. Exhale as the knee bends. Inhale as we lift the eyes and look forward. Exhale that wide step forward, wide of the left hand. Lovely. So it just helps you get a bit more space on the inner thighs, the hips and the groin with this wider version. Right hand down or on the block, maybe block in. Forearm with the left arm or the reach. Eyes to the sky or the wrap. So you've got plenty of different options to work with and trial. Press out through that back heel. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, lift and reach through that top arm. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Inhale, sweep the legs back through. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee bends. Vinyasa option or rest. Join me if you want to. Exhale. Inhale. Take 3 rounds of breath. Either choosing child's pose or downward dog. Great work. Just pedaling through those feet a little bit for me. Circling through the knees and hips. Doing really well, guys. Keeping that breath nice and rhythmical. So we're going to put a lot of that together now to make a little bit of a sequence and work on some core stability as well. So either from your tabletop or your downward dog. Let's do our core work first. In breath, 3-legged dog. Out breath, knee bends. In breath, eyes forward. Out breath, invite the right knee to the outside of the right wrist and hover. Inhale. So remember, this can be done from tabletop. Exhale, cross the body. Right knee to outside left wrist. Inhale. Last time, exhale, takes the knee centrally and hovers between the hands. Inhale. Lovely. Exhale, step that right foot wide. Wide, low lunge. Gorgeous. Inhale. At the reach. Exhale. Wrap the arm. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Hands on the mat. Inhale. Step back through 3-legged dog option. Exhale. Bend the knee. Inhaling. Pop that toe down. Take a breath as you exhale. Optional vinyasa. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Lovely. Out breath. Left side to repeat. Lifting the left foot off the floor as we breathe in. Breath out as we bend the knee. Core work. Inhale. Look forward. Exhale, invite that knee outside of left wrist. In breath, cross the body on the out breath, outside of right wrist. Inhaling, exhaling, hover that knee. Inhaling, stepping it this time. Exhale, nice and wide, lovely. In breath. Reach with the arm. Out breath. Shoulder opens. Inhale. Exhale. Sweeping back to 3-legged dog. Inhaling as you do. Exhaling, bend the knee. Inhaling. Exhaling, foot to the floor. Vinyasa option. Exhale. In breath. Resting fades. Child's pose, and just that reminder, the wrists, the shoulders might be a little bit tired. So in your child's pose, just bring those hands heavy to the side of the body, turn one side of the face to the floor, and letting the shoulders and wrists relax a little bit. It is surprising how quickly we lose strength in those particular parts of the body. So if we've not been doing as much yoga or as much of our strength work, you might feel those wrists. But we'll build them back up, team, don't worry. We will get there. So taking those couple of extra breaths. Just making sure we're balancing our rest and our activity within the practice. So when we're ready for it, we're going to step eight-legged dog. In breath, out breath, bends the knee. In breath, look forward. Exhale, step into a wide lunge with the right leg. And then that press off the back foot. Exhale, wide on the left. Great work. So you're in that wide squat position. If you've got blocks and you like to place them for a bit of height for your arms, place them in front. Those of you that like to keep your fingers down, that's fine. Lift the toes and give them a bit of a wiggle. And we're aiming the knees and the hips to align. So some of you naturally want to bring the forearms to those inner thighs a little bit. We're sitting deep and back. Wiggle the toes again to check the weight is still behind us. And those of you that move into horse pose, let's have a reach of the arms. So that's going to intensify things a little bit more. Work through it with the breath. So if you're feeling like this is a challenge, bring it back to that deep breathing. Lovely work. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, little lift of the arms and the eyes, and exhale as we fold forward. And some of you like to make space now by heel-toeing those legs a bit further apart, so we get a bit more space across the lower back. Again, use your blocks if you've got them. You might want to reach nice and far out in front, hands to the floor or a block. You might want to line the shoulders and the wrists. Some of you will welcome the crown of the head towards the mat and walk those hands in line with the feet. Don't be worried about putting a softness through the knees if that feels better for you. Inhaling, exhaling. Deep breath work. When you're ready, support yourself, probably fingertips in line with shoulders. Soften the knees so that you can release the heels to turn them in and the toes out to the diagonal. So you're trying to get into the inner thighs now. Warming those inner thighs for a bit of warrior work that we're going to move into. Again, same options. You can have your blocks or you can bring forearms to those inner thighs. Inhaling, sinking down through the hips. Two gorgeously glamorous poses. Look great, but they work really, really well, don't they? Getting into those inner thighs this morning. Inhaling and exhaling. Whenever you want to, let the fingers find the floor, lift the heels so that we're bringing the feet in alignment again. And then softening the knees enough to be able to heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Feet back onto the mat. Comfortable distance apart. Keeping those knees soft and bent. And that first uncurling of the spine that we did at the beginning of our practice. Welcome your way to standing. Taking a couple of breaths in mountain pose. Feeling all the benefit that we worked on the lower body a lot this morning with some of those deep hip openers. Because we're going to have a little bit of pigeon towards the end of the class. And when we're ready, we're going to start with hands in prayer at the front of the mat. A little release of the right foot so that we can step that right toe back. And then turn it all the way out. Wide enough now to create your warrior two pose. So when you're ready, inhale the arms to T position. Exhale as you lunge and bend through the right knee. Check your alignment here. Knee and ankle creates gorgeous alignment. Upper body keeps the hips and shoulders aligned. And we sink lower through the legs, not with the lean. Nice. Check in with your back foot. We're aiming for this leg straight, but if the knee needs to soften, that's okay. I'm opposite on the screen. Press further into that left baby toe. So I'm trying to correct myself like a mirror, but I need to move in the opposite way. There we go. Exhale. We love this online stuff, don't we? Turn the head towards that front arm and see if we can sneak down a little bit deeper. Inhale and exhale. Gorgeous. Whenever you feel ready for it, because the side body's open, let's move into that lovely dancing warrior option. So a gentle placement of the back arm onto the back thigh, a bend through the elbow, nose, chin, chest, spinning towards the sky, and an opening through the side body, the right side body. Take a few breaths. As you're ready to start moving, take your transition into side angle pose. Exhaling as we turn the head towards the sky, we shrug the shoulder away from the ear and we pull that top arm into alignment. In breath, out breath, sinking that little bit deeper if we can. Inhaling, exhaling. Recovering with triangle pose, so circle the top arm, take an inhale and straighten the front leg. Exhale, let's shift that back foot closer so that we can create our foundation for triangle pose. Keeping the arms parallel, not parallel, T position. Exhale, shift with the upper body. Stay there if that's enough, or feel free to work a bit deeper into your triangle pose. Again, we're looking for the spin of the chest. Inhaling, exhaling. Working our way a little bit deeper down if we can. Inhale, bring yourself through standing. Turning the right toe forward and left toe out. Lovely. Let's shift back with that right foot now so that you're creating a little bit more depth as you exhale into warrior two with the left knee bent. Nice. Exhale, looking to go a little bit lower. Those of you that work on the core, slight tilt of the pelvis so that the lower bando area is active. Playing around with my t-shirt. There we go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let's go lower, but keeping the alignment of the knee and the ankle on that front bend knee. Backhand places when you're ready. Inhale. Exhale as the elbow bends. Lunging deeper, keeping the depth that we've established in the legs. We can do it. When you're ready for it, inhale, start your transition into side angle. Exhale as the spin happens in the chest. Sink the hips, create alignment with that top arm. In breath, and out breath. Have we all still got that smile on? How are our legs doing this morning? Are they good? Are they loving you? Of course they are. In breath, coming through and transitioning into triangle. So it's that back foot that just shifts to create triangle placement. In breath, out breath. Melting into your pose at your own pace. Inhale. Shoulders away. Exhaling. It's always good to get some nice warrior work in. We've worked low and deep in those lunges this morning, some core work, as we talked about that fire in the belly, creating heat. So a bit similar to what we do in the winter, more of a winter practice, that one. Circling the top arm, inhale, Turning that left toe forward. You can either heel toe your feet back together, or if you're feeling springy, a little softness in the knees, and hop them in. Starting to prepare for a couple of balances. So if the ankles need a little release, or if you need to move around and have chairs, walls, people to support you, then go for it. Shrug the shoulders, feel a lift in the spine. Extend that spine all the way to the crown of the head. So we've got a lift through the body. Notice where your centre of gravity is, so you can close your eyes down, or you can rock forward and back through the feet a little bit. And when you're ready for it, we'll lift the right heel, we'll turn out with the inner thigh and connect for tree. First connection is leaving the toe, connected to the floor, and wrapping around the ankle or moving into around the calf. Hands might place at the waist. I'm going to go for that little bit more height in my tree this morning. Placing heel into the inner thigh and resisting inner thigh and heel working together. Hands into prayer position. Gorgeous back. Taking the arms high if you wish to. Exhaling and letting the hands drift slightly apart. In breath. And out breath. Let's turn the palms of the hands forward. Can't quite see mine, I've gone out of shot on mine. Let's release that right leg. Flex the foot. Slowly, carefully start to transition to star pose. So adding more tilt if you can. Little lift of that leg to the side if you're adding a bit more height. Gorgeous. Turning the palms and the hands all the way around to aeroplane when you're ready. Gorgeous. And taking the leg behind. Remembering the toe can tap down to the floor if you lose your balance at any point. Keep the right foot flexed, the left knee soft. See if we can tilt that a little bit more. Circling the arms through parallel into warrior three. Bringing the knee all the way back through and lifting high. Pop a flex on the foot. In breath, try and grow a little bit. Out breath. Opening the inner thigh and the arms to T position. Lovely. Coming back into tree pose to finish off that sequence. So we're going to come out of it the way we went in. Arms go high. Returning back to the heart. Lovely. Then slide the lifted leg back down to the floor. Turn thigh inwards. Replace the foot down. Have a little wiggle. Those of you that like to, spring the feet apart. Take a nice breath in. Ski down. As we release, breath out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Gorgeous work. We're ready for the left side. Move at your own pace. Now you know what's coming. If you'd prefer one balance held a little bit longer, then go for it. So the turn out of the inner thigh to start with. Make your connection. See if you can draw the leg further up to the calf, keeping that turn out of the inner thigh. Placing the foot a little bit higher up and hands into prayer. Lovely. In breath. Out breath. Nice. Shoulders down and back. Lovely. So we flowed into start. So turn the hands into that start position. Start to control the leg as it extends away. Add the tilt if you want to. Lovely. And we moved all the way round to aeroplane pose. Yes. Gorgeous. Keep the flow moving with the arms. Inhale. Reach through warrior three. Exhaling. Gorgeous. In breath. Bring that knee all the way back through. Open it. Inner thigh and arms. Gorgeous. Guide that left leg back into tree. Let the arms grow up above. Connect the hands. Draw the hands into heart. And slide with care. Oh, and wobbles if you can. Toe back down. Wiggle it around. So the feet might have felt that a little bit more intensely. Have those ski down releases if you want. And exhaling. I'm going to stay down there a little bit because I like my figure of 8. Just gently reaching from side to side. And then a deep, deep bend of the knees so that I can uncurl back to standing. Taking a breath in. Find from the front edge of the mat. Having things around us because we will move from our final poses into relaxation. So if you want things around, exhale when you're ready. Like blankets or pillows to make you a little bit more comfortable. Oh, taking that forward fold, flat back whenever you're ready for it. Exhale and release. Bend the knees. Step right, step left. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up and dog. Exhale, child's pose round the spine. So, we're going to have a finishing pose of pigeon, sleeping swan for some of you. Remember, if you struggle a little bit, have something soft or blocks around just to make this one a little bit more comfortable if you want it. Starting in tabletop, take a breath in. As you breath out, bring the right knee to the back of that right wrist. From here, if you have trouble in the knees, just extend that left leg back and don't put the underneath angle on that right side. If you're okay with it, let this right foot try and shift towards the back of the left wrist. And gently then, start to ease the hips closer to the floor. Taking a little look round the back to that left foot and trying to make sure that all toes are connected to the mat. So if you need a bit of support, if you're starting to feel the stretch where you should feel it, which is the back of this hip on the right side, some of you might want to pop a block or a cushion or a jumper underneath that right hip. And some of you might want to pop it under the left hip flexor here in front. Might be enough to hold and breathe here. Some of you will want to just gently ease onto the forearms as the posture starts to give a little. And again, you can use blocks or pillows to make yourself that pillow and bring the head or the forehead in contact with the mat or support. And that's where some of you will transition into sleeping swan. Forearms feels about right for me this morning. Quite tight in the hips at the moment. So we're taking some deep, deep breaths. Listening to the body. Inhaling. Exhaling. Whenever you need to reverse out of this posture, make sure the hands press through the mat first to start taking the weight. We're going to press slowly and carefully. Then when you're ready to take the weight through the arms, so you can release the leg back, a nice wide child's pose. Squeeze back. Great work. And then set up on the opposite side. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, left knee shifts to the back of that left wrist. Keep the alignment there and shift back, if that's enough. Or start to move this left foot towards the back of the right wrist. And then that shift back. Pop in any extra bits of support that you need to. Now this side feels a little bit easier for me. So again, what we've been talking about, notice those imbalances, noticing feels tighter in which poses. Ease onto forearms. So I want to make a pillow here on this side. Because there's just that little bit more give on the left side this morning. Try and relax the jaw. Direct relationship between the jaw and the hip area that we're trying to target. And when you're ready, start your reverse. So it's slowly, it's carefully, gentle with those hips. Sliding that left leg away. Squeeze through child's pose. Start with full resting child's pose. So we can breathe deeper. Exhaling through the mouth. Gorgeous. And then start to pick a place for relaxation. So some of you might want to do rest and relaxation on your front this morning. If you've got a pillow or you want to make that pillow with your arms, rocking the hips. You can always try to rest on your side. Again, use the equipment that you've got around you to make yourself more comfortable. And those of you that prefer it, ease onto the back, with or without a support for your head. If you're on your back and you just want to let those knees gently rock from side to side, feel free to do so. If you are on your back and you want a last hug in, before feet find the floor, they slide heavily away, rocking through those legs, back to the hands, flopping to the floor. Mouth starts to relax, eyes widen and then rest. Gently turning the head from side to side. Let yourself find a nice, restful position to relax in. Taking some deeper breaths. So as always, feel free to stay there longer, resting a little bit more deeply. I'm going to say goodbye now. So when you are ready to wake up, move slowly and carefully back through to seated. Take some deeper breaths and close your practice by saying thank you. Namaste. I'll see you soon.